motivations was I was looking for a place to bring my team where we could contribute to a good cause. We could get some meaningful experience in the field and use our talents. So I was drawn by the swimming aspect of it. The human trafficking at the time was cool, but it wasn't necessarily really close to me at that point. Going through the process and seeing my team interact and listening to John talk about his mission and his story, it made it very clear how we can help in that process by teaching young kids skills that are going to overcome fears and create confidence that are going to lead towards better things down the road. And that was really cool to see. And to see how that translates over into later in life and potentially keeping kids out of that human trafficking circle really hit home in the trip. It's hard not to go with the departure from My Serene. When our students got up there in front, they gave us a great send-off with the gifts, but then we walked out and it took us probably 30 minutes to leave. We had tears coming out of my students' eyes. We had pictures upon pictures from the kids, and to see even the teachers respond back to us a few short days later wishing we were still there was huge. It's going to be a big moment in any trip I've ever taken, to see that connection between our athletes and those kids and sharing what we know towards what they can learn. I think the most eye-opening experience was going to the bars, and probably the most uncomfortable situation as well. But I think it was good to see and experience on how we can help and the next step of the process. We really hit home the first step, which is educate and prevent. But going into the bars and rescuing is that next step, and making that transition was very, was felt. I think Paladin is off to a great start. I think, like I just said, I think the preventive side is the easiest part, and going into those kids and teaching them skills and allowing them to grow in confidence and see people who are successful in, and maybe influence them towards those aspirations of having jobs and being able to, travel and do other things. Going forward from that, the rescue part is going to be probably the hardest, and that is going to be something that Paladin's going to continue to have to sell and get people that are willing to go in there and experience that and try to make a connection, try to make a contact, and one by one pull people into a life that is a little bit much more sustainable and worth living.